Hi, my name is Mary Wamboi, and today we are talking about youth and leadership. And today, Kenyan youth are no longer waiting for politicians to speak for them. And in matters and response to Finance Bill 2024, we saw the youth were both active and participating online and on the street and demanding for change. And today we talk to some of the university students to give us their role on this movement and the influence they've made for government in decision making. And these are their views.
Hi, my name is Samuel Muma Masila. I am a student at Dista University. I am pursuing public relations as my major.
My name is Hilda Tino, and I'm doing communication, majoring with public relations.
Is Ernest Mudini Lawrence. I'm the current congressperson 2024-2025, School of Communication.
Okay, my name is Levi.
Hello, my name is Caleb Wanyonyi. I'm a student here at Dista taking nursing.
I think the finance bill is very, very harsh for people. I introduced myself as the congressperson, School of Communication. And if you're a communication student, you do know that our phones, our cameras, our tripod stands are what are making us valuable, are what will enable us to sell our work. So if you're going to tax those items, they're going to be expensive for us to buy. So it will be very, very hard for us to make content. And when you get the equipment, a lot of it is going to go to the government instead of coming to you. So that's one of the factors that made me to stand against the finance bill. And the other thing that made me to stand against the finance bill is how it's actually like the government, it's actually new. The government has not even served half its term, but yet the first year, it was very harsh on the citizens. And now the second year, it's going to be very, very harsh. What about the fourth, the fifth? It's going to be very difficult for every Kenyan, especially us young people who have a lot of problems in terms of finance and just everything that includes the workplace.
What motivated me to participate is the cost of living. Everything in the country is just haywire at the moment. And we want to improve the state of our nation. Because our leaders have failed to implement, lazima tuwalazimishe, and it must work. So I was so motivated to change how the country works for the betterment of everyone, not just us, the Gen Z, as they had framed it. It is not for Gen Z, it's for everyone, from those in mashinani to the urban centers.
I believe that the young generation, especially us, the Gen Z, we have we are able to make informed decisions, and we come in with fresh ideas. We are a generation that is fearless, a generation that calls a spade, and we want to implement change. Long are the days when we used to be told what to do, and now we're telling people what is ought to be done.
Particularly, I am very positive. Young people being involved in the government policies. I feel like it's high time that young people take up their space in political matters and stop allowing people who are not even Gen Z to decide their future for them. So I think it's a very positive thing that young people are starting to step up and actually fight for their rights and also be inclusive in political matters.
I think the rule is very, very bold because it's actually something that has not been in the system for so long. It's something in particular that has never been witnessed in the whole world of Gen Z young people going to the parliament, infiltrating the building and making their way to the parliament structures to demand for their rights. So to me, it's a very, very big role for them to be able to participate in the current political matters. And it's actually a shape shift of how politics is being run.
Technology has influenced me a lot. First of all, you can start with the platform like Instagram and majorly Twitter, which is now X. A lot of people have have shown or have participated there to express how they feel about the current government and how it works. You see, through that, everyone can express their ideas, and we are able to educate each other on what to do, how to handle the matter, and what we can do to improve whatever is planned in the demonstration. So I think technology has played a very major role because even as you can see, Kitambo, we just had mainstream media, and mainstream media wakizima tu hivi station zote, everything goes off, kila mtu anaogopa and they go back to their places. But right now technology is everywhere. Like hata wakizima TV, X is still there, there's YouTube, there's Facebook. People still communicate and they can't control it and they can't hide anything. That's why I feel like technology has played a very major role in this influence in demonstrations.
Technology is very important. It's an important tool, and personally, it has helped me in so many areas. Firstly, it's so fast, accessible, and has a wide range.
For technology has been a very, very big concept. First of all, social media. We all use social media. Social media is a very, very big technology. It's actually a unifying factor for the Gen Z because we used the term Gen Z as a unifying factor. That was a unifying factor for us, and we used social media to push for it. Right now, everybody wants to be called a Gen Z. There's nobody right now wants to be called a Gen Alpha, a millennial, a baby boomer, whatever. So I do feel the technology we have used as social media, it has enabled us in a very, very big way to be able to spread our agenda in a way that it's easier, it's more faster, and it can be seen easily by very many people across the world.
I feel like the first effective way for young people to make their voices heard is through social media, because young people are mostly and majorly active in social media, especially the X Space and other channels. And as we have seen, the social media is one of the platforms that help the young people be heard by the government and the political leaders. So I feel like that is one of the effective channels, though they are flexible to other channels, but social media is the primary source that they can be heard.
First of all, I believe politics starts with voting. So I believe that they should first of all participate effectively during elections. So they should turn out and vote for their leaders whom they want to lead them. And second, they should keep the leaders whom they have elected on check. Like if they are not delivering what they wanted them, what they wanted them to achieve, they keep them in check. They ask them questions: why are you not doing this? And if they're not fitting to what they voted them for, like they can also do something like just we had the peaceful demonstrations that we had for the Gen Zs. They can turn out and say that they don't want this leader because the leader is not delivering what they wanted.
For me, I do feel even the students to be heard in political matters. First of all, it is to participate in such things that enable us to gratify for our rights and that enable us to fight for what we do deserve. That's one of the way. And also for students, I do feel that it's good as university students, we can form our own Gen Z political party. Our own political party will enable us to have a will that we have a leader, not a leaderless, but we have a leader who is able to go in front of these people, in front maybe of the parliament, and be able to convey these matters. Because we all know that there's the youth nominated in the National Assembly, a youth representative, but to me is null and void. The person has never, even you don't know the name. So I do feel like we need to include someone who's going to fight for the rights of the young people and of students, that in a way that it will be credible and crucial for our young Kenyan citizens.
I think for now, maybe I'll say that there's technology and the world is changing. So I think those people, they were used to work best in Kitambo, but now in the current world where there's a lot of technology, I think working with them is quite outdated. Let me say outdated, but I can say that maybe the current world depends on the technology and the current leadership status.
First of all, I don't think they are very relevant in doing so, because they do not know what the youth are facing. It's good that they come and mediate in their best way, in the way they see fit, that they can try to mediate this. But in my own opinion, I do feel, let these young people come up together, let them have their own leader. Our leader will go to represent them in such situations and will be able to mediate. A person who is learned, a person who is judgmental, a person who is straightforward, and a person who thinks straight. So I don't think there's the need of including other people who are not Gen Z to this movement, but we can also bring, because we are also young, we can also bring people who can mediate for us, people who have the experience, the skills, that they can also be able to teach us how we can be able to attend to this crucial matter well. But I do feel the young people are the people who are supposed to be doing the mediations and everything, but maybe the mediators, they are a bit old, the bit aged people should be the one guiding them and also showing them how it's supposed to be done, so that we can save on being naive as being young people, that it will go smoothly. Yeah.
Well, for quite some time they've been in the position, but we have not seen much change, and that's why we've had the whole 6+ weeks of protest, because we've been telling them and they've not been listening to what we want to tell them, and it's time that we take up the mantle and show them the way to go.
And those are some of the youth opinion on matters of leadership and government and in decision making. My name is Mary Wamboi.